colors in this collection. You're getting a red one, that's what we're looking at now, which is fabulous. You're getting a rose-colored one, and you're getting one that's sort of yellow terracotta. This is what I call, this is a pretty much a flowering ground cover perennial for sun. My grandmother had these, but she only had the pale pink one. She didn't have these rich, rich colors. They're only a foot tall. They get a foot wide, but they do spread, and it's called moss yarrow because the foliage is like mossy ferns. Just
Yeah.
really, really beautiful, drought tolerant, deer resistant, great among your daylilies, great in the edge of your borders. Any place in the sun where you don't want to see mulch, this will bloom all summer long. I saw these, of course, at my grandmother's in Mississippi, but I also saw them at in Colorado at the John Denver Sanctuary in Aspen. So they're real cold tolerant and real heat tolerant. And you see the blooms, they're great cut flowers. They also dry. So you can mix these in with your dried hydrangeas that we just had on earlier and know that this blooms all summer. An absolute fabulous blooming ground cover for sun. See how it has completely covered the ground?
Yeah.
Look at that. That looks a whole lot better than mulch.
It looks
And
so
it
much
is
better
a
than mulch. It's a great alternative, and I also think it almost looks enchanting. It looks like like the beginning of a fairy garden. It's so pretty.
and
Um,
honey, it's a permanent perennial. You know how daylilies are permanent? This is also permanent. Mix it in with your daylilies. These do not die. This is the way that they ship out to you. And let me just get this out of here. Look at this. This is one plant. So you're getting the three different colors. This will be its full size in a month.
in just a
And
month.
I'm gonna hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Let me get down here. So this is the way it ships out to you. Would you see the little runners? Can you see the little runners there? And it
Yes.
doesn't send something way over there. This is how it spreads. This is why it holds embankment. This is why it's great between your daylilies or at the edge of your driveway, which is hot as Hades. But this is going to work for you. And my grandmother passed away probably 20 years ago. The people that bought her house, this is still growing beside the driveway, not because
Oh,
they took care of it, because it won't quit.
oh my goodness.
A
That's
blooming ground
unbelievable.
cover.
Now, you said that this is great as ground cover, which you just explained, but you could put
Uh-huh.
this in a container, correct? If you'd like.
Yeah, yes, and it would be a permanent container. You think, well, what do I do with the container in the wintertime? Honey, you go inside and just make sure you got a container that's not going to fall apart because the
Okay.
plant will come back every year and you can have other things in there with it. I planted oriental lily bulbs with mine in a container because it comes up through all of this. It's beautiful. You can have it in there with daylilies. You can have the Lysimachia, the golden creeping jenny, just spill over the sides. But a lot of people are doing the permanent pot planting because you don't have to plant your pots again. If you want to go really low maintenance, one and done is the way to do it. And
Yeah, for
I'm telling you,
sure.
the moss yarrow, this Achillea, will do it in the three different colors. And people have gotten multiples of these because you think about the problem areas you've got in the sun where you would like to see color with say if you're too lazy to garden, if you're strong enough to get it planted, you're in business. It's going to go on whether you're there or not.
You're
Just like
ahead of
my
the game.
grandmother. That's
Don't
right.
forget that you're getting one of each, the red, the rose, and that beautiful yellow terracotta. Also love that these attract butterflies and pollinators, Philip.
Yes.
Can you speak to
Yes,
why
indeed.
that's so important now more than ever to plant those flowers that attract those
Well,
pollinators?
Well, I think also it's important for children to see it because then you can tell them the importance of the pollinators.
Yeah.
Pollinators help with all of our crops, the things that we eat. You think, oh, they're just going over here. No, they're going over to the cotton. They're going to the soybeans. They're going to all of these different places that we don't think about them going. But to see the beauty of that, and with these only being a foot tall, you get to see the backs of the butterflies and the moths and the other things that will come to it. And that's the beautiful part of it. But dense color, low maintenance, and the foliage is real fine looking. If you've had yarrow before, it's more of a coarse foliage on the tall ones, and they tend to fall over. This is not that. This is the tidiest of all the Achilleas or the yarrows. And there it is right next to an asphalt driveway. It's fine and dandy. It will do fine down in the heat of the South. It will do great in coastal Maine where they have rough situations. I had a lady on Facebook yesterday. What will work in coastal Maine? And this was one of them. This one
Wow.
absolutely works. It's great in a rock garden. It's great in your pots. But again, if you've had good luck with daylilies and everything else died for you, here's another something that is going to work. I'm just saying.
What I'm hearing is you can't mess it up. Is that what you're saying, Phillip?
That's exactly what I said.
4 dozen have been picked up since we started the conversation. Your item number, once more, M89866. Don't forget, you're getting 3 for that sale price, $26.05. That's music to my ears, Phillip, when you say you can't mess it up. That's my kind of gardening.
I like music.